thumbs up.
Good piss.
Good piss.
Hey guys, I'll show you how to pour milk into a cup.
This is a tutorial.
First step, alright, we're gonna get the lights off. Alright, you ready? So here's how you do it. That was fake for crap.
I didn't actually. Did you do that for the joke?
Yeah.
I do not think I captured the joke. I was too busy doing this. That was a lot of milk. Crap. Who the heck is Ryan? You're getting a text from Ryan on Snapchat. Oh, that's Ryan.
Yeah, that Ryan.
He sent a chat.
He wants to play VR, I bet.
Average person looking at Gabe. Can I make it look like I'm a first person up here? It just looks like I'm a really tall first person.
Okay.
Suspicious.
Bows. Suspect.
A little bit suspectful, idiot.
If you want, I can hold it now.
You can hold it now.
Yep.
Hey, boy. Fuck you, dog. Fuck you, bitch. Dick. Fuck you, you fucking dick. You're a literal son of a bitch. I don't like these moves. Ooh, that shit. Fucking move it. Fucking move it. Fuck you. Fuck you. Go on. Go. Why did this call for running?
Huh?
Why did this call for
I
running?
just wanted to.
El Posticio, Johnny Depp.
I wish I could just tape it right here. Tape like, oh, I should probably turn this on.
Turn what? Flash?
Yeah. But that will probably waste more battery too.
You don't have to. We have flashlights.
Okay.
The perfect angle. Make sure to get my good side in your photos.
Make sure to come.
What?
I zoomed in at the right time for that. When you said what? So it looks pretty funny. You look like you're from the heavens.
I'm the main character.
Are you Gabriel the angel?
This is what it feels like to listen to Oingo Boingo on the public bus.
Are you above all?
Better than all of them that head on the bus.
Do you reign supreme?
I do reign supreme. I like how the first part of this is going to be us walking to Winco, and then it's going to be Winco.
Yeah, if my phone doesn't die before then.
Yeah.
But we can use your phone for that part if we need to. And plus I can just edit some of these together. Like it will take a while, but I don't mind.
Mine fingers are frozen.
You know what else is frozen?
Let it go. Is that frozen?
You didn't have to do that.
I don't know what that looked like.
It was something, I tell you.
Let's flash the lights into neighbors' houses. Just kidding. Let's turn off our lights, actually. That's probably better. There's some kids sloughing from school. It's 11 p.m.
I mean, technically it's curfew, but
I
whatever.
don't think it's... I think it's almost 11 p.m.
It's like 10:40 something.
Did I bring my phone? Yes. It is 10:49. We're fine.
We got 10 minutes.
We're walking a boy home.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We're going to window these nuts in your mouth.
What?
Window coat my balls in your mouth.
Hey, what's your third period class on B days?
Cinema.
Balls. Okay, Friday Night Funkin' sounding ass. No, we gotta do like the movements too, like the fast movements.
I don't know how. I'm not a average Friday Night Funkin' viewer.
I'm not either. I know Jaden is.
Holy crap! I get an essence of Blanche Brother over here.
No way.
When you get the essence of Blanche Brother.
Oh,
Bro,
I see one. I see one.
Holy moly, Blanche Brother.
Blanche brother.
No.
Let's
Blanche
take
brother
the whole day off.
No.
Do you want to take the whole day off?
Depends what day.
I'd
May
say
7th, yes. Any other day? Probably not. You know where my nuts are.
no, I don't. Want to let us know where they are?
In my balls. My nuts are in the balls.
So, where is piss stored?
Piss is stored in each cheek. One for piss, one for cum, and your balls are for shit.
What? Oh, so like,
Confusing
is
set
that
of
why?
tubes.
Is that why when you like squeeze a little, it kind of starts to smell?
Yeah, that's when you
Oh,
get kicked in there, you projectile diarrhea. Why?
have you ever been kicked in the balls?
Dude, you're getting the essence of Blanche Brother, right?
Sadly.
Sadly, when you get the essence of Blanche Brother. I've been kicked in the ball. No, I've never been kicked in the balls. Let's do it now.
Yowie. Hey, you have any ideas for the project?
Mamma mia! Mamma mia! Divorce. How is my divorce?
Who? So, why am I fatherless?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Emma, you should be more worried that you are a bastard.
Oh.
Especially in Utah. That's a very bad look in Utah society.
Really? So.
All of our parents are above the age of 18, mostly,
Okay.
and we only have one wife most of the time.
You gotta.
Okay, so right, okay. We're ready.
Glad that was on video. Man. So.
Is it?
No, it's not.
It smells like fireworks. Sorry, I'm just really cold. I'm just really cold right now. Sorry for my face. I'm just really cold right now. I just like start seizing up.
Are you the glub glub gob glob?
No.
Oh.
Okay, now I'm gonna hit the sign as hard as I can. No, just kidding. Be the loudest sound. Oh, there's ice.
So I got a question. What is your favorite internet meme ever?
Well, it has to be the trollable face.
Real. I thought you were gonna say Uganda Knuckles.
You got. I really was a fan of that dabbing and bottom for beer.
Really? I see you more as a Doge kind of guy.
Imagine if there's somebody who just like memorized every meme, which would be intense because some memes only last like 2 minutes.
You sound like a big Chungus fan.
Yeah, I'm better than an average Big Chungus viewer.
Are you a Pepe fan?
You know, I'm the alt-right over here. Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty alt-right. I mean, alt-right.
What are your thoughts on the on the school memes, such as me sitting here waiting for the class to be quiet type of meme.
Me sitting here waiting for the bomb to go off? More like it. I hate
True.
white text memes. Not white text, but top text memes that are just like...
Do you like top text, bottom text?
Yeah, those are classic, but you can't... When it's just like white, and then it's just like Mario when he finds out Peach is sleeping with his brother. Like, that's like a really dumb... I don't need an explanation. Just send me the funny video. And then I
So,
feel bad when I save them because sometimes they're funny, but they just have... This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. I don't need your input, anonymous source.
yeah.
Show me the video.
What is your thoughts on the mobile app known as iFunny?
iFunny. A lot of people complain about Collective being porn, but I don't think I ever saw porn there. Not saying I wish I did. I just never did. Anyway, I hate their watermarks because they crop them off. I can't get a full iFunny watermark because it just goes off to the side and gets cut. And then I have to manually crop them. You know what? I'm going to tell you a story. There was once a boy working on his Oingo Boingo collection.
Oh, okay.
And this boy needed some album art to complete his collection. And he
Okay.
was like tired of going through Google search by image. So he goes to a website called Album Art Exchange. And the only loss to it was I had to make an account and log in, which wasn't too bad. But I log in and I download 2 album arts, Boingo 87 and Dark at the End of the Tunnel, right?
Okay.
So I come back today to download Farewell, and I'm permabanned for using a VPN. First off, I have a VPN, but I don't use it. And second off, why would he care if I used a VPN? It's a website for JPEGs. So
like NFTs.
I send him a response. I say, hey, this is strange. I got banned for using a VPN when I don't use one. And so, and I am already snarky because that's just how I am. And then I look up and I look so many threads of this guy being pissy about other websites. First off, I go to this thread and people are talking to alternatives because they got banned. And this guy is like, oh, you should look at his Reddit. So I click on his Reddit. Boom, the only post he's ever made was to r/album art exchange. And he got so pissy because Album Art Exchange was like, he was like, that's my name. And I just think that's so funny that he thinks he owns the right to the name Album Art Exchange. Anyway, so I dig deeper, and all of his comment history is just him just being an asshole to people using his website. And he's just like, we banned you because you downloaded 7 album arts in one day, and that's a bit sketchy. Or, I banned you because you're selling these on eBay. No, I wasn't. I don't have an eBay account to sell these. And so, this guy is the Scott Davies of Rubellin, but he's called Scott Ross, I want to say. Shut the fuck up, you geese. So this guy is banning people off his website en masse because either there's too much users or he's afraid they're stealing album art, which is the entire point of the website. So I just think it's a bit ridiculous that I get banned for one day for downloading 2 album arts. It's just a funny
I'm just
coincidence.
turning this away so we don't blind the camera.
I'm just flashing my own face. I'm getting my pleasant angles of my double chin. Hey boys, you like my face? I need pictures of Spider-Man's dick in my mouth.
So, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What is your thoughts on non-fungible tokens?
The NFT market is quite wild, but I've never seen anybody actually turn a profit with their NFTs. And they're always like, oh, what in the future? What if they use them as membership pass? Well, they're not going to make me spend $3,000 on a membership pass. That's why, oh yeah, I like spending a free Ethereum on my freaking picture of ape. What are you going to do with that? How is that useful? Oh, it's on the blockchain. Dude, you're going nowhere. It's on the website.
And do you personally screenshot non-fungible tokens?
No, my gallery is quite full already
Oh.
of dick pics. Just my dick repeatedly. Different angles, get some bottom views.
Do you have like sweaters for it?
Yeah.
Hats?
In fact, yeah, cat costume, maid outfit for my schlong. They call them Richard the Snake because he's so long. He climbs up buildings. It's quite crazy.
Really?
The TSCA has to pat me down to make sure it's not a gun. I have to roll it up to make it fit. It's quite insane, really.
Were you circumcised at birth?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, from what I saw,
Yeah, it looks like it.
but you sound so uncertain,
Why
sir.
would I be uncertain about my own cock? I take millions of photos of it every day.
Huh.
They call
Why?
it the head for the reason, Gabe. So I can draw a smiley face on it.
Really?
Yeah.
We're about to be at my bus stop soon.
L plus ratio at your bus stop, dude.
I'm freezing.
That's why
Just
you're wearing
kidding.
2 jackets.
That's hot.
No, it's pretty cold out. Troll face quest.
So, what's your favorite thing to buy at Winco?
See, I'm an obese American, so usually I go for the most fattening product I can find, which is usually a tub of lard. But today, I don't know what I'm going for. Maybe a stick of butter to change things up.
Why?
I'm tired of that pork flavor that comes with the tub of lard.
So, one more question.
No, I do not have insurance.
Okay, never mind.
What's your next question?
I'm thinking. So, what are your thoughts on
There's a good downhill.
what are your thoughts on the stock market?
Shut the fuck up, duck! Stock market. I literally can't see a thing. I've been flashing this light in my face that I can't. Stock market. See, the only experience I have. Where do you go? Over here. The only experience I have with the stock market is that first I literally can't see in front of me. Tell me if I'm gonna fall in a hole. Anyway,
You're good.
the only experience I have with the stock market is GTA 5, and I still don't understand how it works. Do
Okay.
I invest when it's going down? Do I invest when it's going up? And hopefully it goes more up. I just never understood if I do it when it's going down or when it's going up. That's my thoughts on the stock market. Thank you.
I'm trading you places again because I was having a better time on this side.
Better side. That's my picture face.
So, what are your thoughts on virtual reality?
Virtual reality. Don't talk to me until they get virtual. We're talking about the metaverse here, okay? The metaverse. When will they add hot women to the metaverse? I'm tired of sexually harassing real people. I want to sexually harass fake people, and I want to get tit pics from them on Facebook.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
And hopefully they're of age.
But what if they're not?
Well, they sent it to me first, and they just know I'm packing. A punch in the face because I'm not a criminal, and I punch criminals in the face, dick.
Alright, okay. And have you ever looked up internet virtual reality pornography?
I'm pretty sure everyone has.
Well, what if you don't own a VR headset?
You get the freaking Google Cardboard.
But isn't that expensive?
It's made of cardboard.
But-
Oh, wait, what do you mean it's expensive?
But there's glasses and everything.
What do you?
You
It's like
would
buying
just-
a pair of 3D glasses on eBay.
Yeah, but it's from Google. You gotta understand, Google would probably overprice
Just
it.
because Google freaking steals all the RAM on my computer doesn't mean that it's killing my life. I just turn it down.
There we go. No, it was
Oh,
really weird.
light.
Yeah, no, it just turned off. So,
Pockets. Oh, shotgun shell. Actually, that's a vape battery. Yo, what the vape doing on the road, bro? That's crazy. That's the. I'm using this light as a microphone, even though it just makes my face look awesome.
so
Walk. We're blessed with the invention of the road.
I have a question.
Yes, what's your question, sir?
Let me get to your good angle first.
Your light turned off again, friend.
Why?
Maybe it's cold out. Maybe it's because it's bright enough.
So, what are your thoughts on LGBTQ plus?
I understand people like Luigi's big tits, but honestly, they're not for me. Personally, I would never screw a dude in the ass. Simply because I would spin like a top CV Von soft, really. On the 9-inch nails, that's what they meant. Spinning in like a screw.
Okay. So you just so is that a no?
Maybe if the situation arises, maybe I would like a cute femboy over anything. But for real, just because they're easier to bond with doesn't mean I would screw them in the ass.
Why?
Because I'm a women hater and a man skater. Don't like to get uncomfortable on an elevator. I'd screw a woman instead. But I'm lonely, cripplingly lonely, and it's Valentine's weekend. Awesome.
So,
Just kidding, trolled.
when I mean LGBT, would you do it with Mr. Danny Elfman or maybe even Steve Bartek?
Both of those MFs are in their 70s, bruh. Okay, Danny Elfman's 68. Let's not overinflate. But no, they're just because I do know some people that still would, but not me personally. I'm more of a 27-year-old Danny Elfman fan than a 68, you know.
So, I'm aware that you think pronouns are acceptable. However, what are your thoughts on the oingo/boingo pronouns? Why will this not turn on?
Because it's cold out, bitch, and it's bright enough.
There we go. Yeah, no, it just keeps turning off. Okay, anyways, just keep shining that at your face.
Anyway.
Oingo/boingo pronouns. What do you got to say about it?
Those are made up words for teenagers to bond with people that are like them. But in reality, they're both a bunch of losers who like FNAF in the middle grades. You know, like 7, 6, and 8th. And for real, they're just massive losers who only bond with the communities that they associate themselves with. And they spend too much time on Twitter. And then we get people bred like the Dream community and the K-pop stans who introduce their mothers, force their parents to listen to, oh my gosh, Super Idol Isano, Doremi.
Turn your flashlight off.
What?
Turn your flashlight off. Let me do the flashlight work.
Here.
Just because it was really bright on your face.
I want to look like Ghost Man. I want to look like Blackface, okay, huh, pal? Is
What?
that good?
No, that's racist.
What's wrong with a little spice of race issue? If I don't be racist, there's no race issues to talk about. We still want some spice to add to the flavor, you know? Life's not fun if there's not terrorist attacks to make fun of.
Alright.
Like, let's say I bomb an airport. Don't want people to go crazy. You want people making jokes about it, you know?
Okay, so do you think 9/11 is funny?
Yes, but not at that moment. More like when Gilbert Gottfried made fun of him at that roast thing. Like, I liked his aristocrats joke, but I mean, even the comedians in the crowd were like, too soon, bruh. But like now, peak humor right there.
Oh, really?
Unless you're like extremely Republican, and then they're like, how dare you say the flag's at half mast for all the haters dying to be me, you know? Just ridiculous. Like, that's a funny joke, and I don't care. I'll rub dirt on your fucking flag.
Are you Republican yourself?
I once associated with the Republican Party, but now I realize they are just a bunch of farty, gross people. Disgusting. They like guns, and they would rather have people bring guns to school than controlment laws on the guns. Like, no, my son can bring gun to school, but... Oh, you're trying to take them away? What do you mean guns are dangerous? I'm just trying to use them for, believe it or not, self-defense. That's why I shot 7 kids at Roy Elementary School.
Okay. So you're a libtard. A liberal.
Yeah, a libtard, a little retarded, a bit mix of both. Just because I think the caring about people is more important than the gun safety laws that these Republicans so love. How dare you want to raise money? It's not like they grew up ever in this time in mind. They never knew what it was like to grow up in 2021 when the economy is fallen and we had to wear masks. But instead of trying to fix the problem, they inflate the problem by resurrecting this dead old fucking orange dude who should be like, he lost, bro. Grow up. Joe Biden's not my president. That's exactly what the slave people said to freaking Abraham Lincoln. You know what we do? We do not talk bad about Abraham Lincoln. We talk good about him because he didn't hate black people like the Republicans.
Why is your dad Republican? Is it because he's bald?
Because that man was part of the military for several years, and he has his own gun locker with walls, and walls lines up with bulletproof vests. This guy's insane. He's bald and he's shaved. He has a unibrow. He's cast out by society, but instead of being cast out, he joins gun boards and gun forums, maybe even gun Discord servers. But instead of caring about the people and their rights, instead of doing something about it, he complains about the gas prices and writes dirt on liberals on the Facebook.com instead of actually caring about what's going on in today's day and age. He thinks he's right to complain. He's right to complain about how inflating the wage will cause the economy to fall, which is crazy because the American dollar has been in circulation for 400 years and it hasn't fallen yet. If it fell, we would be resorting to gold and silver coins, what people already do all the time. But I don't think it's going to happen in my lifetime. In fact, I think the earth is going to crash and burn from all the gases the Republicans decide are better for the economy than paying more for gas. $1 more? I'd rather pay $1 more than have my grandchildren not be able to live on this damn planet, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I have 3 testicles. How'd you know?
Sir.
Yes, hello.
I don't know what to say anymore.
Let me tell you about this play I saw recently.
Oh.
Big piece of shit little play.
I'm in it.
There's a pretty good play for the actors. The actors going fast, going smart, getting some laughs out. But there's because the actors, not the script. The jokes in the play were kind of mediocre, but the actors saved it. The actors had emotion and personality, unlike the scriptwriters who wrote it. They made jokes and threw away. They made Star Wars references and references to phones in our society when a murder mystery should be taking place in the 1950s and not 2021. It's ridiculous. Screaming and laughing. For a scene dedicated to killing a hamster, it was mostly focused on a parent's argument with the children about a Chewbacca coming to their birthday party. When did that ever matter? I would rather punch a kid in the face than care. I would like to laugh at the funny hamster and the dying in the freezer instead. No, I don't like the scene about taking candy literally from a baby. That's a bit ridiculous and far-fetched, isn't it? Having a candy addiction and instead you defeat a fucking 6'8" freaking baby and he takes you back to get his prescription lollipop. The lollipop wasn't even good candy, it was like medication. It could have been laxatives for all we know. A bit ridiculous, this play. We're going back, left and right. The second scene, second part was awesome, but the first was hard to follow. Couldn't get over it. I sat in that crowd for 3 hours, could you believe it? 3 hours for a play, not even a musical play. You would believe it? A musical play? Would have been more to sit through. At least songs I could recognize, songs that people could enjoy, songs that my friends could listen to out of the play just because they enjoy the way the songs sound. But instead, no, we see this movie, this play, not a movie. If it was ever turned into a movie, society would have already fallen. But no, this play has no redeeming factors to it other than the plot line of alibis to a crime, but instead the crimes are all petty theft and petty everything, petty death, petty left and right. It's not fun anymore. After Apple 2, I was already done. They got that 10-minute intermission. We had more to say than the whole play did.
And what did you think of the French guy?
He was awesome.
That's me.
A little bit missed opportunity with all your potential. Could have made you had to be in the kitchen selling fish to the other kitchen's chef self, left and right, instead of fish at the dock overnight, you know.
Well,
True.
So, I gotta ask you, what do you plan to do when we reach Winco?
What do I plan to do? To be fair, I haven't really thought about it. I didn't even know what I wanted to buy. I just like having conversation, stay in stock of night. I like to preach and calm and like a cartoon criminal, but instead, I'm walking in the dead of night, thinking about what I'm gonna buy from this super grocery store. Maybe a bag of chips, maybe nothing because I'm poor, but that's fine. Nothing matters anymore. We're going to the store and we're gonna have a great time at this store. Maybe buy a watermelon, just kidding. It's the middle of freaking February. Not a watermelon, that would be a bit ridiculous. Did you know this time, 3 years ago, I got hit by a car? Couldn't believe it, but it was true.
What kind of car was it?
Big yellow banana, brown spotted. Looked like an African-American driver, but I'm not racist, it was just true. Maybe if they didn't commit so much crime, people wouldn't be so racist anymore. But again, that's a stereotype we need to fix. This button's not working. We get rid of this shit. Are you shitting my fart? I gotta go to the other side, cross that bar, and cross that bar. Just get back to the other side of the Winco store. How to disable a button that makes you cross the street? Isn't this 1984? I gotta pee because we gotta go far to the store. Couldn't believe it. Maybe it works. It does. Can you believe it? Don't cross the street yet, you dumbass. You haven't even turned green yet. You would have got hit by a car right now, right here. Oh shit, there's no screen. We gotta walk, go fast. Gotta go to the other end. Look at those foldable chairs. Did you know a married couple, for like 2 days died of this spot? Crazy. What a night. Game ruined, really. See you, kid.
I don't know.
Why'd you honk? It said we could walk, bitch. Fucking dickhead had a black bumper because he got in a car accident because he doesn't know how to drive. Smells like a little bit of a Blanche over there. That's a dickhead. He's a dumbass. Drives with his car and not with his brain, you know.
I got a question.
What's your question, huh?
What is your favorite television program?
Favorite television program is bounced over the years from Gravity Falls to SpongeBob SquarePants. Recently, I just watched TV and I think of what I could critique, but instead I find myself enjoying the films that I watch. Maybe a little joke, maybe some rated R comedy. But after all, I do find there's no point where I can choose a favorite movie, because I do find most movies enjoyable unless they're the bane of my existence or they're just completely unfunny. Because even a bad movie is good sometimes. You can make a joke about a good movie, but not about... You can make a joke about a good movie, but it won't float as well with a bad movie. Maybe you have some dirt on somebody, huh? Make some joke on a dirt person, huh? A little Blanche brother, make somebody smell, huh?
So what are your thoughts on Brown Cowboy Man?
Brown Cowboy Man. No, I don't know specifically who you're talking about.
Indiana Jones. I was gonna say Brown Hat Cowboy.
Yeah, that.
But that didn't make sense.
Indiana Jones. Film. There's a
Turn
reason it's
your
put in the top
flashlight
2.
off now, sir.
We're
Thank
in the
you.
parking lot. We listen here. Listen here. They made these movies great for adventures to boys, not inspired to make a film, but inspired by a previous generation of filmmakers before them. And instead of crying about the past, they made it into the future. Made a great adventure film for all. They made a comic related, all funny, a little bit of jokes there and jokes there. Why are you worried about this car, man? He's not
No, I
stuck
just
us.
thought he was trying to turn.
No, he's just a dumbass at the freaking fence, okay?
We're here.
We're at the Winco Foods. Don't know what I'm gonna buy, don't know what to do, but we'll be in there for at least a few minutes. Don't know what I'm gonna do.
I
after.
lied. We're actually going to Vasa Fitness.
We're going to Vasa Fitness, gonna get fitness dick in your mouth, because I'm crazy. Going to bounce off swimming in a swimming pool full of cum. That's how I budge. Did you know that cum's not water soluble? So don't flush that shit down the toilet, you know. Won't go far. Oh, you brought a mask. I didn't. I'm not that smart.
Oh,
I'm kind of a dumbass, actually.
it's okay.
Smell like a fart.
I'll be Republican with you.
We were going for the Republican look in the grocery store. Luckily, we're in a Republican city, and then we'll Republican county in a Republican state. This state needs to go red to blue real quick.
Masturbate.
MFs get real pissed about MFs named Mitt Romney, when really Mitt Romney is the best Republican senator we've ever had, because he has some Democratic opinions, and that's what a smart man does.
So what are your thoughts about people who aren't disabled, but they park in the handicapped spots?
I'm more upset about the carts that leave out overnight. Carts, don't you know? Carts. People don't have enough time to deal with your carts, man.
Uh-huh.
That's really what the real life is.
Real.
Holy COVID NFTs. What are we gonna buy, friend?
Nothing. I was here earlier. What?
I don't know what it said. The sign said.
Oh, sir.
Just getting trolled. Got pranked. Man, this store's crowded overnight.
I
I'm going to
know.
the right now.
What's-
Isn't that a bit much for a soup store in the middle of the night?
True.
Look at those Gatorades. Get the green one, big one. $4.
What's your favorite Gatorade flavor?
Depends on the time of year. I used
Mama.
to be a blue man, but that man, blue. It made my back of my throat feel weird. And then I was green. And then
My
I
phone's
decided,
at 15%, sir.
L plus ratio. You're gonna be sad when your dad comes back. You know.
He's not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Let's come down this aisle, sir.
You want to go down the snacks and
The candy aisle.
or do you want to go down the chips and crunches
I'm gonna go down the candy aisle just to get like a Oreo flavor that I'm gonna regret buying.
Yeah, you want double stuffed gluten free?
I do want double stuff, but
Double stuffed with one F.
why did you say that?
Get real. The other one goes on your assignments. You didn't even get double stuffed. You're just going for the classic.
Where's double stuff?
You idiot. Don't know how to read. There you go. Family size. Because you're a family size man.
Is that a fat joke?
Maybe you like Oreos a bit too much for a normal person. Maybe we're raised in this diabetic society to accept cookies that are 1 billion calories per container. And we just
True.
eat and munch and munch. And then you feel garbage. You feel sick. You feel like this is why America, this is it. But, man.
Really?
Locally fresh day in Utah. That's a bit crazy. Huh. You want to look at the chips?
No, I got chips already
And
recently.
looking like they built a recreation of New York City. Just don't knock over one of the towers.
I won't.
Make a ruined day, ruined day turn into a ruined night over new buildings fall overnight. Just kidding, it was 5 a.m.
Grab a strawberry pop-tart, will you? Thank you.
This is 6. I guess 5 times 2, so 10. 10 in this box. Actually, it just says 8, which probably means it's 4.
What are these?
Like Cinema Graham Toast Crunch. Don't know what they're doing really. I thought they were already Graham. Maybe that's the other golden Grahams. It's a mix between Toast Crunch and golden Grahams, making Biller.
Dulce
Let me
leches.
taste. I like those things, but they're you got sake, soapy sake and milk. Turn that soapy sake and the milk, turn it into a soapy sake milk.
What?
Awesome. It smells like a whiff of coffee beans. Oh, I almost knocked over one of the towers. That would have been a sad day
That would have been
for
very
America.
sad.
Controlling the society.
I
See
can
that
tell
young
we're
man?
getting stairs by having this long.
That young man should realize he should be in bed. I don't care if it's Friday night. It's not Friday night.
It's Saturday night.
If it realized it was Saturday night, it wouldn't have an issue, maybe. You want to buy cactus? Maybe a Brussels sprout or 2. You want to buy some cashews? Maybe some onion, dudes? What is that? Fresh young coconut? Tastes like shit.
How
I
do
hate
you know?
coconuts. Because I hate coconuts. They taste like bad. Holy crap, they got ginger.
Say ginger, but like arrange the letters.
Ginger. I rearranged the G's. No, that's a big box for an Idaho potato. Must be a big one in there. Just kidding, tons of tiny ones. Got trolled by the potato size. Just because the box may look big doesn't mean the package is that bright. You know? Just a man. Why is that juice orange? Why it looks so weird next to that Arrowhead water? Tampa? Tempe's? Mango punch? No, thank you.
It says punch, you gotta do it.
Man jiggled like a tit.
What?
Out of all the things I could have said at that moment, that's what I decided to go with.
I mean, I agree, but like, why?
I don't know. Sounded funny.
Well, okay.
Made the joke funny.
So I'm gonna start pointing at random objects, and I want you to review them.
Review my favorite objects. Okay, see how it goes.
Okay, so let's go here and do this football balloon.
Now, I never found myself as a watcher of the football sport, but a balloon can never go bad due to the air inside, make the helium go. Always go up. Always get your funny up, not your football. You know. I watch the Super Bowl for the ads, not the game. That's just because I am American doesn't mean I need to watch the game. You know. Football more like stink ball because all they do is throw around the skin of a pig across one end to the other. Rugby is a much more classic sport than anything else. Football. Yeah, really? Oh yeah, so I can watch Tom Brady kiss his son on the lips. Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on bathtub rubber ducks?
This one's pretty simple. I don't think he squeaks. It makes him. It says hot on the bottom. Don't know what that means. Here, let's talk about this. Have you ever seen this? It says nipple brush. What is that? I don't know what that means. In handle. What did they think? I thought this was a toilet scrubber. Apparently, this is the forbidden lollipop. Don't put that in your mouth. It's supposed to go in your.
Oh, okay.
I still don't even know what that was.
Now, what are your thoughts on Pepsi?
That's Diet Pepsi, got a silver label. I haven't drank Pepsi in years. The last time I did was 2013 when they brought back Crystal Pepsi. And I only drink that because it was clear.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a soda man. You're not a soda man.
No.
Why are we asking opinions on soda man?
Well, I just was curious. What is your opinion on salsa?
Salsa. I never found myself to be a fan of the Mexican food, but maybe salsa goes good on some chips. Not all chips are made like others. Some chips in restaurants make good day turn bad, and some days it makes a good day turn better because some chips are heated up and put in oil, and some are just recycled from Tostitos. So really, chips and salsa may be a treat, but other days it could be a week to me because I'm not a Mexican kind of guy. Last time I went to a Mexican restaurant, I got hot wings instead of a taco.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a really disappointing friend. That's because they would call me a white American at this type stores. A place called Iguana. I didn't expect them to have hot wings, but here I am.
What are your
white?
thoughts on watermelon gummy bears?
I'm more concerned about the cum-colored ones below. What flavor could that be? Do you know? That's strawberry banana. That must be tasting good. Strawberry banana. That's a good combination. I've never seen a gummy bear that size of color before. Must be tasting good, but it makes me make you feel bad because you're a cavity-ridden man. We're not British, but we still know how to eat junk.
Thoughts on specifically blue heat Takis?
Just because I didn't need my poop to be red doesn't mean I need to make them green with blue. It's not a color experience it should be having. I don't want to lick off the blue with my fingers. At least red is appealing color that makes you hungry. Blue just looks like a freaking Lego piece if I'm licking off my fingers, really.
Alright. What are your thoughts on fireballs?
I'm an anti-cinnamon type of man. Cinnamon makes my hands and feet feel weary and gross. I can't do it. It's too painful. Remember when they turned Jolly Ranchers into cinnamon? What were they thinking? Man, this is why I'm holding strawberry Pop-Tarts and Atomic Fireballs. Are you kidding? They make freaking alcohol this flavor. That's what it should stay as, not a candy. That's not a fun thing to challenge yourself. That's like, hey boy, eat some jalapenos just because. These things aren't fun and flavorful. They're kind of bad and they make me sinful. I start acting out and start beating kids over cinnamon candy.
Okay, and not last, but another over here. What are your thoughts on Good and Plenty's?
Good and Plenty's. There was a joke about that in that play.
Yeah.
Licorice candy. I still don't know what they are. I thought they were just like bootleg Mike-and-Ikes, but instead they're licorice. I don't even know how they got for a brand called Good and Plenty. They weren't lying to that packaging. But also look at the price. That's literally inflation of America today. $12.38 for a 5-pound bag of Good and Plenty. Good and Plenty. Good and Plenty. What? Huh?
Oh.
Nothing. Bad. Sucks.
Okay.
Back.
Now, moving on.
That's true.
What would you have to say, hypothetically,
Okay. We'll predict this.
what would you have to say about Cube Minecraft ham?
Cooked. That says water product. That probably tastes like garbage compared to normal ham. It's probably oversaturated with salt. But I do have a complaint about ham. Some hams are made better than others because ham can be smoked or burned, but some people like them honey. There's a difference between sweet and salty in my world, and where honey ham sits is where I draw the line. Honey ham, more like freaking go back to where you came from, man, because I hate honey ham. It tastes too sweet to my meat, my flavor. I'm going for it.
Okay. Now, what do you have to say about sirloin roasts?
I've never considered myself a pork person, but any meat flows in my book unless it's honey ham,
Okay. What are your thoughts on string cheese?
String cheese. Do we know what its flavor? Is it mozzarella or is it provolone? I don't know. That one says mozzarella, but most people just assume it's provolone, but mozzarella much has a better ring to it. Have you ever duped one of those things in a microwave? Man, it pops off like a marshmallow on a Halloween night. It's great. Tastes great. Although it gets back to solid once again if you don't eat it fast enough. It's like eating a glue stick, but it's actually good for you.
Really?
By good, I mean 20% salt and the other part probably lays in your stomach for 7 weeks.
I don't know what percent my phone is at, but I think I'm gonna end every
that's
because.
fine.
What do you? So is that good?
That's good. I think that's fine.
Okay.
And is it going off, man?
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
go.
Take your sticky hand back, man.
Oh,
There's a water bottle.
it's a first-person shooter.
First-person shooter.
What Spider-Man be like?
Spider-Man be like, come.
Are these really that tasty, or were you lying?
What?
Are these tasty, or
No,
were
I
you
didn't get to
lying?
explain my story.
Oh, yes, I would like to know. So,
In 4th grade, we do this school store thing.
oh,
And a lot of the time, I would buy a sticky hand because I would lose the one I got before.
okay.
And every time I did, instead, it would, I would, instead of using it as a sticky hand, it would get all dirty, right?
Yes.
So I'd wash it under a sink, and I would be like, what else can I do with this sticky hand? So what I would do was I would swallow the hand part and hold on to the handle part. And since I got the big ones, you could feel it go down your throat, and then I would pull it back up, and I would just go, dude, I don't know what I was doing, because I remember that sensation so much. It's such an unbearable situation. You can't turn on my flash while it's recording. Loser. You have to deal with the flashlight view, man.
I'm ending.
Video flash.
Okay.
Way to go.
So, anyways, we just pause there for a sec. I'll put that little story in there.
My little story about how I turned upside down. I'm not gonna wait for this straight here. I'm just gonna go straight. I'm from here.
Bro, that's illegal.
L plus ratio, dude. I'm trying to get you a branch. Shut up, dog. Get real in it.
Yeah.
You smell like Oreos. Get real. You live in the Blanche Brothers house.
Excuse me, brother. This side is better.
My better side, you know.
And I wouldn't say that.
Oh shoot, I'm falling off the rocks. Hey dog, shut the fuck up, you matey.
That's a horse. Fucking idiot.
Hey horse, tell me why the fuck is dog man barking, huh? It was a dog man.
That horse just got
was
on
a-
2 legs.
It's a female.
No, I said, what if it did?
And they would walk towards us like this.
What?
I'd be more concerned than anything. Whoa, shoot, you scared the frick out of my ball section.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And who left a box? Just because there's flowers here doesn't mean it's a garbage can, bro.
It's gonna remind me of that one episode of Adventure Time.
Let's go walking across the street, bro. Let's go walking.
Would you ever start an OnlyFans?
Depends. I don't even think women like me in real life, so why would they like me in the metaverse, internet, huh?
True.
Just because I'm packing doesn't mean people will pay for the package, you know? Some people want it for free, think they're blessed with package early.
What do you think about dentists?
Dentists, they scare me.
Why?
Last time, because they work in your mouth and they tell you not to breathe. It's weird, it's freak, bruh. I'm getting back to the rhyme scheme, friend. Basically, dentists suck. The only time they were good was when they had a thing full of ducks, and I'd have to guess how many ducks were in the jar. But instead of guessing that, I would count around in the middle and on the top, calculate with my child brain how many ducks were in that jar. But instead of getting an email or a phone call from a dentist man, I would get nothing. Nothing returned, not even an announcement of a winner. But instead, a nasty nothing. Putrid. Just come back the next time, and instead of ducks, it's jelly beans. And I calculate, do the math, count around through 700 jelly beans all around. Calculate the volume of the jelly beans. Come up to 1,100 something 17. So, really, dentists can fuck themselves in the ass. They got paid too much to work on a teeth. Imagine being a dentist in a real country like the UK. You get nowhere because those MFs don't have dental insurance here. Yeah, America. Wow, we have dental insurance. Yeah, we don't get paid correctly. We have to pay. Buying a Gatorade and a water costs a 7-hour minimum wage.
True.
Who the fuck do you think you're talking to, you fucking boss? Open your little pig. I know what you're hiding. Stupid dick. My eyes are blinded because of the light.
What do you think of this mansion area?
I always wondered what was going on in this house. It's different than all the others, and I've always been concerned. And one time I saw several puppies in that yard, and I thought, man, that's a lot of cute puppies doing in that yard. And then I thought about it for a minute, and I realized that people spend thousands on dollars on puppies alone. So then I came to the conclusion that maybe they live in such a big house because they have such big dogs pounding the night away, making perfect puppies, purebred for everybody, and spread their day of joy
I'm changing angle. So,
Exactly.
and might I ask what your favorite type of doggy is?
Favorite type of dog. They're all rather cute, but some get old, some get putrid and ugly. Some look like they ran into a door frame.
Some have a rotting eye.
Yeah.
Or
Some look like a fucking, what imagine looks like when a tan person gets tripped into a pile of mud. So really, what I think of the best dog, I like the face of a pit bull, but I don't like the way the pit holes behave. The pit holes more like assholes because they're fucking dickheads. Oh yeah, I'm a pit hole. Let this pit hole shove the child down and take off his clothes and freaking violently harass him because I'm a pit bull owner. That's what most pit bulls. I like the look of a pit bull, and I think a lot of them are cute, but also the other half have a little bit of anger issues. But I do like what I really like is when a dog is just one color, have no variations to it, looking like a Lego minifigure. Just a straight white, straight black, straight brown. I don't care. Variations too complicated. Remembering a dog pattern, but I think the cuter they are, the shorter hair they got, and the long one color scheme they got. That's how I think.
What are your thoughts on dachshunds?
Those the wiener dog pigs.
Yes.
I think wiener dogs are great because you can't go downstairs for 2 days without breaking something. I saw a wiener dog the other day. Looked like old and crippled. Couldn't go down. Couldn't handle the beat. Striding legs too short to get off the street. Scraping their stomach all over the road. Where they go, I don't know. They just ruin their life, you know. Dogs scraping their stomach. Imagine living like that, having your hair dangle on the ground like you're from a Beatles song, just dragging your feet on the floor. You know, burning the ends of your feet. Imagine walking with paws on your feet. Claws too long. Can't scrape them things off, but owner doesn't care enough to cut them off. That's what I think. Really? True.
Why?
Why? Dog owners, they can come to different sizes. Some care, like this missing poster one right here. Dog. Husky. Lost dog. Her name is Chloe. She's very sweet. Other dog owners don't really care, and they use them for dog meat. Not like sex, but like other weird things, you know?
Yes.
Not like putting peanut butter.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this house. This is where my 4th grade teacher lives. Just kidding. My 4th grade teacher was a hot chick. Instead, this is an old lady that my brother had. But she's still cool. Her name's Mrs. Only. And Mrs. Only got one house filled with 7 dogs. Because I seen their backyard, and there's a lot of dogs back there. Big house, big balcony. Looks like something created in the 1920s. Kind of cool house. It's got a window. NFT profile picture in that house.
And what did you think about Dash, my dachshund,
Dash, your dachshund, huh?
my wiener dog?
Your dog's got a personal bubble issue, but at least he's responded to shock collars and dog collars, because all he got is no bark, no brain, but he's a little cute little guy. I mean, he'll go for any food chance he gets. He'll do parkour to get up a trash can, just get in there to find a crust of pizza bread. That dog's crazy. Dog got big eyes and long hair. That guy, he's like Droopin. I'm always afraid that every time he gets on my lap, he's a bit too horny, and I don't want cum all over me. That's what I'm afraid of. Even though his balls get cut off, the cum comes from somewhere. I don't know where. That's what I'm afraid of when he gets on my lap. How do you get hard without no balls, you know?
Okay. And what are your thoughts on Gracie, my
Gracie.
Shih Tzu?
Gracie was chill and started putting her down the stairs, you know. That MF started getting real pantsy and antsy. When Dash got that collar thing, they both didn't bark for the longest time. Gracie didn't bark. I don't know what happened to her. Now she barks at every little thing. Bark when a bug's on the floor. Bark when the phone's on the ring. You know. Bark when the doorbell goes ding, ding, ding. This MF doesn't have anything she don't bark at. Crazy, really.
What are your thoughts on popular song by the Plain White T's known as Hey There Delilah?
Plain White T's had so much better going for them. For a song that says we're making history, they don't make really much history besides 3 songs. And just kidding, it was just 2 songs. I only know one more song because I'm a big Oingo Boingo fan. They did a tribute to them. And Better Luck Next Time. Quite crazy, but Plain White T's, literally template of the people. They're so plain white tee that they named their band after a t-shirt. How boring is that? That's like me naming myself Ian Michael Johnson, who lives on 376. Just keep going where I live.
My name is Walter.
White.
My name is Walter something white. I live at 24 Lafayette Negro. So, what are your thoughts on popular folk song and sea shanty, a rovin'?
A roving classic, a blunder. Don't know how I'm supposed to sing root it in like that. It much fits better in whichever root I in. Makes it fun. Maybe you can follow. Maybe sometimes it's hard to follow the melody, but sometimes I like singing the bass part in that one. A roving, a roll. It's so much more fun. Although the key change gets a little complicated. And I hate by the end of the song I'm out of breath and I can't do the no more. At the end of it just caused me pain. I'm out of breath. I'm breathing. The teacher's like, you weren't even wearing a mask. And I was like, I know. The only mask I wear is this face. And this face is having some issues because he has some lung issues. Because we live in the mountaintops, Rocky Mountain area. We're way too above sea level to keep singing that low. You're
Really?
gonna feel the difference in California.
Now, what would you say about popular song? Well, it's not really popular, but what would you say about what's that one song we sang? The really high one. No, in ninth grade. The really high starter ones.
Oh, I don't remember any. Shalom Hovering.
Yeah, Shalom Hovering. What would you say about it?
And Blunder, classic Blunder. Yeah. That's the song that got me in an encore choir a year early. At the time I could go the oh, Shalom. Now I can't go that hard. Most of the time when I go think about elementary, I mean junior high, I think about the CV Bone, so.
I remember.
That's the song I remember. Or the
cornerstone.
The cornerstone of a brand new world. Again, I'll go into effort. I have sheet music of my favorite choir song I've ever done called The Morning Trumpet. And it's a March Boy song. And it goes, oh, when shall I see Jesus in everlasting love? When I hear the trumpet sound in the morning. And it's a much more pleasant melody than anything I've ever heard. And it's so much fun because it's not a piano song. It's just a boom, 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 boom. And learning that song in 3 days is probably one of the funnest things I've ever done.
Alright, what would you say about Go Down Moses?
Go down, Moses, wave down Egypt's land, Pharaoh. Based on the Bible literature, most people take it as fact, that take it as fiction, but it doesn't matter to the song. Song was passion. Every time I sing that song, it reminds me of the way he parted that river. Don't know how he did it. Maybe it was a magic trick gone awry. Maybe he's a great ancestor, Penn and Teller. Who knows? He's a great magician, though. Yeah, I don't care if he had those plates written on stone and he put those stones in an ark. Don't understand him. Don't understand a lot of what's going on there. I just remember him killing a village, and instead they take it up as him saving the village, when in reality he killed several people. Anyway, that song, bussin'. I don't know what's going on. I just like the chorus, and I like. Pretty cool, I think.
What do you have to say about Stepping Out with My Baby?
Stepping out with my baby. This song reminds me. When we sang this song, believe it or not, I heard it in Walmart, and I was so confused because you don't hear music like that in Walmart. But I always reminds me of the song "Putting on the Ritz" by Taco. What a funny name for a band, Taco, don't you know? But, don't you go. I think you'd like that song.
Putting on the
written in
Ritz.
80s, yeah.
Yeah, I know that song.
Song's fun.
What would you say about At the Hop?
You can rock it, you can roll it, you can
Somebody is going at the hop.
That's seriously a reason why choirs should have themes and not, oh, let's throw in Hey There Delilah with some sea shanties. Because when we have themes, I feel cool dressing up in a white t-shirt like everybody else. And having dresses custom made out of felt just for a 50s theme, that was the most nostalgic thing I think anything could have happened. I hope that your grandparents liked that show, because I remember loving that thing to pieces. Like nothing like a Dean.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
going to say.
such a nostalgic moment. I
Name
wish I had it on video.
Is anything
I think I have a CD somewhere of all of us singing it.
CD's nuts.
CD's nuts in my mouth.
There is nothing you can
I
name
just spit out ball
that is anything like a
Did you have to sing
dame.
that in Pirates?
Yeah, no, not in part. It wasn't. It's
Oh,
from a
yeah.
show called
some other sailor show.
Oh, what is it? South Pacific. That's what it's called. From South Pacific.
We should do that play instead.
Real. Let's see. What are your thoughts on what's that one really awesome song we all loved that you remembered?
Shotzaloza?
Yeah, Shotzaloza.
That's really the only part we
Shotzaloza.
remember. Now, that proves how important a round is to music theory. We haven't done a round since 9th grade, but I just remember doing the circle. I wish we'd do those more often. Doing a round is so much more fun.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I add a round in music that doesn't have a round just because I like doing the round part.
All right. What's your thoughts on? I'm trying to think of other choir songs we sang that we thoroughly enjoyed. What's your thoughts on? Late last night while I was home in bed, Mrs. O'Leary took a lantern to the shed, and when the cow kicked it over, he winked his eye and said there'll be a hot time in the old town tonight. Fire, fire, fire!
That was another example of how fun a round can be. When the bass and the sopranos do fire at a different time, it's so much more fun than everybody is singing at the same time. This is why I find being a better choir teacher back in the day.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I think we had more fun in that class than we do now.
Definitely. I like our class, but it's just not music focused. I feel like we don't get enough attention, even though there's more men in our class than women, I feel.
Well, there's a lot more men than there was. But I think truly our beginning choir, 7th grade, was amazing.
I just remember that she thought we were one of the best classes she ever had.
I know.
That's why you gotta say hi to her again, because she just clearly
I know. I
really liked us as people.
So then Monday, what are you doing Monday? Not
I'm
at
going to
school.
Yeah.
What are you doing
I
Tuesday?
can walk to school on Monday.
No, it's okay.
Tuesday, nothing.
After school, we should go say hi to Beans.
Do you have to worry about play stuff?
Nope. That's why you bring it up.
No, you should say hi. Let's see if she remembers my long-haired son of a face.
Because I know she remembered me because she saw me in Pirated and thought I was wonderful. And then, so I know she'll remember me, and I'm sure she'll remember you.
Probably, just because she had one of my brothers in our class.
What are your thoughts on Brotherhood of Man? Popular tryout song that you failed to do.
Why do I not remember this song?
It was
I remember the song, but I don't remember.
It was,
the song.
now you may join the Elves, my friend, and I may join the Shriners.
That was a good song. I didn't fail.
I know.
Or simply, I was infuriated by the way Beeman chose actors for her play.
Yes.
You told me that she considered Tommy for Bud Crump. And after I watched a rip of the Broadway play, I know exactly why. Because Tommy looked like that MF who played him.
Mm-hmm.
That's so ridiculous that based on music talent alone, she would choose Keegan to be the main character, and she clearly liked me as a character, and instead I got thrown to the sidelines. So that's when I decided it wasn't worth my time. And the best play I'll ever be in was my kindergarten where I was a Martian. I was an alien from Mars, and I wore dryer tubes up my sleeves. That was the best time.
Really?
Yeah. I don't even remember my line. I'm pretty sure it was something like, I am an alien from Mars. And that was it. So got photos from that time. Don't remember anything from it. Other than those funny photos.
So, overall, what would you say your best year of choir has been so far?
Probably 8th or 9th. 8th because we had Kira in that class and me and Eric were still pretty good friends. So it was more a choir kid energy that year. But then 9th grade, I had people like you in my class, and Eric was no longer my best friend. But I think simply that 7th grade year where we had people like Kafea and Hunter. Although I do think Hunter tries a bit too hard now.
You mean
where he sings like,
Pippin?
He sings like he's trying to be British, and it drives me nuts. Because I know he has potential, but he sings like his name is Morrissey from the Smiths. He's driving me nuts. He sings so nasally. He's like, I can't believe this. My name is Larry. But he doesn't sing like that. He sings like, my name is Larry. And I can't get over it just because it sounds gross.
So, we should cross over here where there's a sidewalk.
There's a fork in the road. Down by the river.
So, what would you say about the Codfish Shanty?
Shanty.
Oh, Gloucester girls, they have no combs. Heave away, heave away.
Sea shanties go well if we have some piano vocals with them.
I
Because
do
doing
too.
them without the piano screws up everybody,
Oh,
especially
yeah.
the class that's small.
Mhm.
Sorry, there's no way 4 basses
We
are
have
going to carry.
8 people in this class.
There's no way four basses are going to carry not the melody, even though I tried my hardest. It just doesn't work out all the time. Like trying to do, what was it?
What?
Lion Sleeps Tonight. Everybody messed up that final wee because we weren't doing it with the piano, and I did it on time, but then I hesitated because felt like it was wrong, which I know I get told several times, don't do that. But it's just a habit of going with the flow. You know? It's
True.
like faking a conversation just to make it not awkward in the end. This whole flashlight has died. Oh, no, it didn't. I just got blinded. I swear.
So,
I'm still blind. I can't see.
what are your thoughts on what's another song we sing? What's your thoughts on Shenandoah?
Shenandoah, I love your daughter. I can,
Oh,
you
Shenandoah.
sing the tenor part way
I
too
love
much,
you.
but that's not what we're here for.
I do, but I prefer it.
You sing the verses too much. The tenors get the first 2 verses and like the last verses.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to follow because there's a lot of like parts where we go back and say like away, away. Like you're supposed to normally do it twice, but that page turn confuses me because I don't know what it's trying to say.
The rolling water away, we're bound away, across the wide misery. But very, very. What are your thoughts on Bound for the Rio Grande?
Bound for the Rio Grande.
I forgot how it goes,
I
but
forgot.
we don't
said it.
sing it enough.
Bound for the Rio Grande. Yeah, I don't remember it. I think it's probably a
Bound-
good song. Better than Hey There Delilah.
What isn't? What isn't better than the song? What are your thoughts on popular sea shanty Drunken Sailor?
What did you do with the drunken sailor? I was just thinking of the SpongeBob instrumental. When Krusty Krab deal.
Okay, let's see. What are your thoughts on popular, unpopular song Dead Man's Party by Oingo Boingo?
Which I'm glad there is at least one song that still gets.
What is that? Yo.
Okay, you don't want it to blow up.
That's the thing I do.
Anyway,
Carry on.
Shoot, Dead Man's Party. I'm glad there is at least one song that still gets played, even though since we're in the Utah county, we still get.
Ow.
Why are you doing that?
No, my leg just started hurting after stomping on that vape.
Oh.
Go on.
Anyway, I'm glad they have one song that's still popular. Although we're still in Utah, so I still sometimes hear Insanity and Grey Matter and Wild Sex.
In the
and
working class.
Just Another Day on the radio. But most people think of Oingo Boingo as a Halloween band, which they're not wrong. I just wish that so much. I had this conversation with my father of what to you is not a flat album, like an album that doesn't fall flat on any points. That's how I like to think of music. That's how Oingo Boingo was for me. Is that the first time I listened to their discography, I found myself not hating any of their songs. Or being like, if I downloaded this, I wouldn't download this song. And that's how I became pushing it. And then I'm always more fascinated with the things that I'm not allowed to see that I can see. And that's why I got hooked on unreleased material from Oingo Boingo, because it was there for me to see. And then I hear songs like California Girls and Louise, and I'm like, these songs should have made the album. And then I started having feelings like that for songs like Waiting for You, and I'm like, this song should have made this album. And then and then I hear all the pieces, and that blows all their songs out of the water. So, yeah,
So,
I like their whole discography, and I wish they had more because Depeche Mode took them over in my albums for a while. Until recently because I just downloaded like every demo I could find.
so, move this way, sir. What are your thoughts on Yes Sir by the Mystic Knights of the Oingo
I don't
Boingo?
think they actually wrote it, it's probably cover, but
But,
yes sir, my razor's just for shaving. I still don't know what that means. Is he gonna kill somebody with it? Anyway, the version you have is not too bad, but the other one I have is still pretty good. That I haven't made you listen to a lot, just because the lyrics are more. You can hear them better.
the horses are running.
Hey horses, touch my penis, dickhole. Are they running towards us?
No, just that way. Or maybe they are running towards us. You see them, correct?
I can't see him.
Oh.
I just hear him.
Anyways, carry on.
Horses. I'm getting schizophrenic over here.
Why?
These horses are running back and forth. You know? I'm going turning off this flashlight again. How does it look on the camera right
It
now?
looks pretty good.
Hey,
Carry on though. Mystic Knights of the Oingo Boingo.
it just has a better.
Boingo,
Like-
boingo.
The instrumental at the beginning, I'm not the biggest fan of, but the when a man came and he said, "Who's that?" and you better believe I left without my hat. That line goes better in the Mystic Knights version because it sounds like he got caught doing something he wasn't supposed to. And compared to the other one where it just flows as one song.
Real. And so do you prefer Oingo Boingo or Mystic Knights?
I prefer Oingo Boingo just because there's more sense. There's definitely a lot of Oingo Boingo Mystic Knights songs that I prefer more than most music, like You Got Your Baby Back, where it sounds like a 50s song. It's so much fun to sing. You got your baby back, poor girl who's out of the set. So much more of a fun song than most songs I have on my phone. Even if it's about a kidnapping, it's still a fun song. I just think a lot of songs go well, or like, there's some songs, like even my mom likes some Mystic Knights songs.
Really?
Yeah. Like, when you were in trouble and you needed a hand, I was always there. When my legs got shaky and I couldn't stand. That's a good one.
So, what are your thoughts on AHA?
Aha. A lot of people don't realize that I'm a pretty big Aha fan because there's a point in between where I didn't quite step into Oingo Boingo boundary, but I still liked a lot of new wave music. And at the time, I had not discovered. It's not like I'm Columbus of music. I had listened to The Hurting by Tears for Fears and Scoundrel Days by Aha just because I had heard, what was it? I wanted to listen more of what Mad World came from. And I wanted to listen to I've Been Losing You and listening to that whole album. It was the second album? Or maybe it was the first. Either way, it's a much better album than Hunting High and Low that Take On Me's on. Scoundrel Days is. It's just a better album. A lot more songs, a lot more fun to sing. A lot more songs I'm able to sing. Like, there's one song called Looking for the Whales, Emma reference. But really, I like it because it starts with one left high, left two, left high, three, same side. I can't remember what it's off the top of it. But it starts with one, and then it goes two left high, and then three, left two, left four behind, or something like that. But then it goes, one's the time to one, and they like change it all to make it line up, and it sounds super cool. And like, I've Been Losing You, it's a song about him not sure about his girlfriend caring about him anymore, but there's literally a lyric about, maybe it was over when you chucked me out the Rover at full speed. And that's like, I didn't know what it said originally. I thought it was something about a car. So I look and it's him getting thrown out of a car at full speed. It's such a funny, imaginative bar.
So, one final question since we're almost home. But what are your thoughts on people who say who only listen to a song of which is popular, so I will use Aha's Take On Me, for example, as people who say the only good song is Take On Me and every other song sucks without even listening to it.
Most people in that are either casual fans of them, because like, let's say, take Landon for example, or even you as an example. You like Dead Man's Party, right? And you listen to Dead Man's Party, and Landon, although listened to more like Skin, he still didn't take that step to listen to their entire discography. And I really think a lot of people sleep on artists that deserve more attention, like, seriously, Aha and Depeche Mode, even though Depeche Mode has done very well for themselves. I slept on their later albums, and then eventually I realized that it was actually not a good thing. I know, I saw that too. I was very confused.
Oh, it's just Despicable Me.
What?
It's Despicable Me.
That was not what I saw. I just saw the face of a lady.
No, yeah, but no, there's a Gru down there.
Oh. Anyway.
No, a face popped out the back porch and I was really fucking worried. But no, it's just, I don't know.
Either way, I think a lot of there are reasons some people sleep on songs. Some people think they're one-hit wonders, which even Aha wasn't a one-hit wonder. Just because they were a Norwegian band doesn't mean anything. Just because Violator was a top-selling album from Depeche Mode doesn't mean that their other stuff isn't. Because I don't think Violator is their best album. I think it's a great album, but I really do prefer other albums over it. And it's just like artists like that. I really do think they deserve more attention. But I can also see the other side where a lot of people wouldn't want to listen. Me personally, When in Rome's, I Promise, The Promise, is a brilliant song, and none of their other songs compare. And that's how I see it. I probably want to turn off my flashlight. End of recording, friends.
Alright, well, we did it. We're home. That whole Windcoat journey, we're probably like probably an hour or so.
We did it.
Any last words?
You have 14 days.